let's talk about the interview. Obviously, the interview is a very important part of this whole process because without doing the interview, we don't have a story. We filmed nothing. And so this is the problem that I see a lot of people make early on whenever they kind of get into this line of work is you get all the video production stuff ready for your shoot, you kind of coordinate all the details, you got a location, and you know what you want to accomplish at the end. You sit down on set, the lead or the person who's sharing their story sits down and the person behind the camera says, "Tell me your story." Here's why that doesn't work, because you're putting all the responsibility of story structure and storytelling on a person who has no experience doing that. It's like me taking my car to the mechanic and the mechanic asking me to work on my engine. I don't know what I'm doing. So your job as a storyteller has got to be to put the person in the seat in a position to communicate their story in a relevant way. The way that you're going to do that is by preparing beforehand. And we're going to talk about that and what it means to actually put story structure together. But I think the big idea to kind of start this whole thing with is to know that this is a conversation. If you are the interviewer, you are having a conversation with your story lead. Now, for us, that's Lee. So I'm the interviewer and Lee is the person who's sharing his story. My job is to guide a conversation with Lee. As the interviewer, your job is to get the editor what he needs when he sits down to edit the story. If the editor doesn't have what he needs to tell the story well, that's on me. So I'm going to get that information. I'm going to get those parts of the story from Lee by having a conversation with him. I'm going to guide that conversation. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the pre-production, how to coordinate the shoot. We're going to talk about how to talk to your lead, how to make your lead feel comfortable on set, because this is a new experience for him, and then how to actually conduct the interview.